Hi there, I'm Brett Taylor. You might know me from the game Limelight, which I created with my dog, Zorro. Yes, I'm an indie developer. I've been developing games for basically since 2009 or so. So my game is called Group Therapy. My goal with this game was to make something that could only be played with the Blinks hardware. Group Therapy is a game where you want to separate different types of Blinks as quickly as possible. Yeah, so you can play with 6 or more Blinks and 1 or more people. So the smallest version of the game would be 6 Blinks with 1 person, but the way that I like to play it is as many people as possible with more Blinks. So if you do 12 Blinks with 2 people, that's actually... we were all very surprised, especially me, how fun it is playing this with multiple people and how weird and frenetic it gets. Yeah, I've been making all sorts of games. I specialize in puzzle game design, but for the Blinks, for this project, I wanted to do something totally different. I just wanted to just shake things up, just try something new and refreshing, and this definitely gave me that experience. And it was also such a small time commitment for me as a developer. I'm glad that I had the opportunity to sort of, commit a weekend to working on Blinks, and after that weekend, actually, I had to keep myself... It was difficult. I had to exercise self-restraint for continuing to make Blinks games, because it was so compelling, and it was so easy to make things working quickly. I ended up making a second version of it, actually, where instead of being introverts and extroverts, it was just colors. So there were 3 colors total, I believe there were 3 colors total, and you just had to put the color clusters together. We had some back and forth about which one was more fun, which one we wanted to include in the pack, and we ended up going with the introvert-extrovert version, which is funny. Yeah, so I love making stuff. I have a wide variety of interests. I love, just like learning and exploring things and trying different things. So I remember actually discovering Blinks. Ishmael was the first person to introduce me to them. He's on the Move 38 team. I was at a bar. I saw them from across the room, and I pointed at him. This is maybe like 9:30 p.m. I saw them across the room. I pointed at Ishmael, and I continued pointing at him until he came over to me. Complete stranger. Never met him in my life. And then I pointed at the Blinks and I said, "Explain these to me. What is this?" Incidentally, that was a week before the Global Game Jam, so we chatted for a while, and I was really craving something different. I wanted to do something different that I hadn't done before, and just like shake things up. I wanted to shake things up. He mentioned to me that Move Theory would be at the Global Game Jam 2020, and I said, "Can I work on the Blink thing?" And a week later, I made a Blink game. Actually, I made several Blinks games at the Global Game Jam. Yeah, the first prototype that I made in Blinks was actually the early version of Group Therapy, and that took like 90 minutes for me to make with no experience whatsoever. One thing I was definitely surprised about while working on it is how I intended to have the user say when they wanted the next round to start. But in the beginning, I was like, okay, let me just have it play automatically. And I was very surprised. As I was working on the game, I found it was actually challenging to not play it. I was trying to debug things, but it was in front of me, and the thing was asking me to play it. It was very compelling. So that, in retrospect, was definitely a good sign of a thing that was hard for me to put down. Yeah, I've been really really pleased with the reaction and responses from players. It seems like people get it pretty much right away. It's very intuitive, and it's a great entry. It's a great introduction into. I would think that it's actually a great way to explain how the Blinks work to somebody who might be interested in programming them, because it was very simple to make. Yeah, so Zorro and I hope that you enjoy Group Therapy and that you get to experience the joy that Blinks has to offer. Say bye, Zorro.